Hey, what's up, guys? Back for part 6 of this series. We're just going to get right into it. I had to take a break after the other day, the last episode that you just watched. You probably noticed me get increasingly more and more frustrated at that shock cave. So I needed to just step away at that point. I was doing my pre-video ritual of getting ammo and checking the vending machine, just so you guys don't have to watch me do that, when I came across this in the gun vendor, which is awesome because it's a fire times 2, which this early on is pretty good to find, and it's definitely replacing this assault rifle that we were using. So we're gonna rock with this. This should carry us through. This should carry us through the Circle of Death meet and greet levels 1 and 2, I would think. So we're gonna go do that right now. He said there are new bounties and fire stuff. He always says that. I don't think there are new ones. He always says that. Yeah, never mind. I forgot. That's a line he always says, and then it makes you check the board, and there's nothing there. And I think he laughs at you. Internally, of course. So we are going to head over to the Circle of Death. Go try to complete that. This time there are 3 levels to it. We got through the first level in one of our previous episodes. So I'll try to get through the other 2 and then get into where the mine gate takes us. I've been zeroing in on some decent video editing software because all of the free ones out there have either have a watermark that I obviously don't want on the entirety of my video, or they don't export in 1080p. And if I can export in 1080p, why wouldn't I? I feel like anyone who doesn't see something in HD is not going to want to watch it in the first place. So I want to make sure I can export this at at least 1080p. Circle of Death 2. Let's do it. So I'm narrowing in on ones that might be a little cheaper. I'm not trying to spend more than like 30 or 40 bucks on software. But before I spend 30 or 40 bucks, I want to make sure that it's, exactly what we're looking for. Let's go to our revolver, which is pretty darn strong. Until the Alpha Skag comes out. And now you can see why we wanted this fire weapon. You see how quickly that Skag is dying. I'm going to get up on top of this hill, throw my turret out the other direction here, and then we're going to get back in front of it so that we can fight in front of our turret. Our turret's now doing electric damage, as you can see, because we picked up the artifact from the shock cave, which is pretty good. And yeah, this SMG is just ripping through them. Awesome. So we should be able to do round 3 fairly easily. We might go down and do a fight for your life once or twice, but I don't think it'll be much worse than that. It says we should be level 18. I think we're level 16. So, 17. We just leveled up. Nice. Let's upgrade. And let's get it done. He should actually be dead, but yeah, that should burn him down. This is a nice weapon. Especially paired with the electric damage on our ability, it means I can throw that out, let our ability break shields, and then rip down the health with this gun, which is going to be nice. Oh, that didn't seem next to me. Let's go. Once again, putting our turret down and fighting in front of it. I want to avoid going down here if we can, though, because going down gets rid of the turret, which would not be ideal. Now that the turret is down, if I go down, it's not as big of an issue. He is not burning. I wonder if that's because he's level 18, and maybe he's just, because my weapon is so low level, or I'm just so low level, the burn isn't happening quite as often to him. He has a lower chance of catching. Either that, or it was that I was hitting his armored head, and maybe that also decreases the chance for the elemental damage to take hold. He died right as he got to me. That was funny. Alright, so that takes care of round 3. We'll go turn that in, and then we can avoid the Circle of Death until the next time we run into it. I think there are other Circle of Deaths out there. We're not going to worry about them for now.
Get your meds here.
Alright. I'm going to hold onto this thermal shield, and the reason for that is we're going to go kill Mo and Marley really quick. And Mo is a fire-type skag, so if I have the fire-resistant shield, it makes that fight quicker. I may as well just equip it now, since that's the next thing we're doing. And then we will put this back on. I like the health boost it gives us. Even though this has a higher capacity, I like the health boost this provides. Although, maybe it doesn't matter. Because shield and health are kind of the same thing until you start getting enemies with like, defined elemental types. They're kind of the same thing. So maybe I should just take the one that gives me more shield and gives me that fire resistance. And Mo and Marley exist... I can't jump over this. Cool. Mo and Marley exist in the Arid Hills. We came over here last time to find the sniper rifle parts and to go through that one area where we ended up fighting that really big Roid Rage guy. I'm going to try to avoid combat if I can, though. I just don't want to deal with it. Just have to get on this side of it. Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to avoid those skags. We're going to have to fight a couple guys up here, but I can avoid some of the more tedious encounters. Boom. I'm not going to complain about not being able to hit that. He is pretty high up there. Good. Gotta reload this. I'm going to pick up the green stuff because it sells well. And we want to keep on top of our money. We want to keep on top of our money so we can pick up guns like this when we see them. This was a really good pickup. I'm low on ammo and I didn't pick up more. That's a pain. The thing is, though, since this is a fire weapon, I can't use it against Mo. I can. It's just going to be very inefficient. So we are probably going to switch to this once we take care of Marley. And the sniper probably isn't going to come into too much play, at least right away. So I'm going to replace the sniper for this moment, because skags fight up close, unless we get them, unless we get that weird thing where they, like, stand off in the distance and just yell at you a bunch. They do that on occasion. And then if that's the case, if that's the case, I will pull the sniper back out. There is something really satisfying about shooting racks out of the sky. It's something this game did really well without, I think, intending to have it be so satisfying. I know they're up here. I mean, I see the one right over the ridge there. I saw his electricity. I'm just trying to make sure I don't aggro a bunch of camps and them, because that would be a pain. I thought he was going to jump. I was going to try to snag him in the head while he did. Thank you. I don't know what what governs the crit hitboxes on these guys. I mean, it's obviously when their mouth is open and you hit them in the mouth, but I've absolutely hit them when their mouth is wide open, dead center, and it doesn't crit. So I don't know what governs that in this game. Gonna pick up as much ammo as we can. See all those SMG bullets we just got. That's gonna be great for this fight, because once again, I forgot to get more ammo. So that's Mo. We just saw him. I want to pull one at a time if possible. So I'm going to see if I can get like to an overlook where I can see them and see if one of them is far enough away that I can draw him in. Because if we take both of them at the same time, it's going to be a tough fight. I think we got both of them. Unfortunate. This gun's not bad. Oops. Let's throw this down. Getting scratched, which means there's a skag on me. That's actually great because we're about to go down. So I want to be able to kill this whelp in just a second here to get back up. And we're going to focus on Marley first because we can burn him down pretty efficiently. About to go down. Where's that whelp? Where'd he go? Please be here. There we go. Just gotta run. Just gotta run. Good, they're fighting too. That's awesome. Kill the alpha. Hopefully these bandits can draw in one or both of these guys, but Marley's about to die, so I want to make sure I get the kill on Marley for the experience, because that was 8,600 experience he dropped. That's a lot. And then I'm going to try to kite Mo over towards these guys, and maybe they will take care of some of the fighting for me. Hey, you got some friends here. Come on, Mo. Let me throw this down. So I normally definitely do not come into this camp while I'm fighting these guys, but they kind of already got aggroed, so I'm gonna. Yeah, that turret was a waste. That's unfortunate. I need to pull him towards me so he can get hit by it. There we go. At least get a round off on him. We're going to come back to this camp after we kill him because you might have seen the weapons cache up there, so I definitely want to get that. Yell again? It's going to run now. You know what? I don't know why I'm so worried about him. I forgot I have the fire resistant shield. So the majority of his attacks are going to do very, very little to me. I don't know why I was running from him so hard. Grenade mod, don't need it. I'm not even going to look at the white weapons. We're kind of at the point where I'm just not checking most white weapons. The only ones I'll check are probably going to be snipers, because they're the only ones that are going to have any kind of potential value, because you can just randomly get a sniper that is bonkers like this one. I've got some. I'm gonna keep these in the back for now. These are both pretty good solid backup guns if we run out of ammo on our main ones, so I'm gonna hold on to those for the moment. What do we got? I might actually do more damage than the one I just picked up, but the fire rate is way slower. Accuracy's relatively the same. Yeah, I'll take it to sell it, but I don't think I'm gonna replace it. It does do a good chunk more damage, but it fires, like, this fires pretty quick, so I can run up to someone with, like, a lot of health and, you know, pop them in the head 2 or 3 times, and they'll die really fast. Whereas that one I'd have to, like, shoot, wait for him to shoot again, it'd be a whole thing. Just making sure there's nothing else in here I needed to do. Nope, we're gonna go turn this in. That actually gives us the fire artifact for our turret, our Scorpio turret. So I am going to put that on as opposed to the shock one, because we're still running into enemies that have just health pools. And even enemies that that have shields have health pools under those shields. So I think fire is just more efficient, especially this early on. But I think in general, fire is more efficient. I pulled all these skags. Experience while we're here. Oh, it's not worth anything. They must be a lot lower level than I thought.
Efficient and effective.
Would have been a lot cooler if I started seeing like 300, 400 drop down there just for hitting F real quick. Because I'm nothing if not efficient.
Mounting up.
Right, we're going to head back to Firestone, turn in this quest, and then we're going to head up to the mine. Oh boy. I've never been great at driving this. I was never the driver in games. I don't... Outside of a couple Need for Speeds, I don't really like driving games in the first place. But even like Mario Kart, I always hated the driving. I grew up playing Double Dash with my brother, and he was always the driver, and I was always the item thrower. Oh, I have to use it. That's right. That's dumb. It should just automatically use itself. But, yep, we're going to make sure it's fire, and then upload this. We're almost to Scorpio turret. Shooting rockets. That's pretty cool. And then I don't know which of these two will go down, but we obviously want to get to a second keystone if we can. If you're not aware, like when you have a skill tree like this, there are the big skills on those skill trees are called keystones. Usually they're like the last thing on the skill tree, but sometimes you'll have keystones that are like, you know, you upgrade 3 or 4 levels of the skill tree, and then you have a keystone, and then a couple more levels, and another keystone. And keystones are just exceptionally strong abilities that really define the character you're playing. As opposed to the other upgrades I have on him right now, which are like a little more bullet damage, a little more Scorpio turret damage, like good upgrades, but nothing that fundamentally changes how the character plays. Whereas having the Scorpio turret, you know, have a rocket launcher, like that's a pretty solid upgrade. It means I want to throw the Scorpio turret down in large packs of enemies. You know, it just changes when I want to use that turret in general. I was just second guessing myself. I'm like, this is where the mine gate is?
Now has been simple. You're about to face a real challenge in Sledge. Do not underestimate him.
Wonderful. Glad to know, Claptrap. And off we go. Into the Headstone Mine to take down Sledge.